horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. It's time to review another movie review, and I'm going to review the movie We Summon the Darkness. Now, We Summon the Darkness is a 2019 horror thriller film. It was directed by Mark Myers and written by Alan Trezia. I think I pronounced his name right. It stars Alexandra Daddario, Maddie Manson, Amy Farnsworth, and Johnny Knoxville. Yes, Johnny Knoxville makes a small appearance in this movie. Now, I actually saw my good friends Felicia of Glory Girl and Lee from Dumb Drums actually review this movie. Now, I haven't watched their reviews, but I figured that they too saw it. Must be pretty good, so I saw it this afternoon. Once again, doing the little social distancing here, and I saw it this afternoon, so let's see what I have to say about We Summon the Darkness, yes. Now, set up against the backdrop involving a killing spree thought to be orchestrated by a satanic cult, and set in 1988, if I believe, three best friends embark on a road trip to a heavy metal show. They meet up with three musicians and head back to one of the girls' country house home for an after party. What would be a night of fun and youthful debauchery takes a deadly turn as the bodies begin to pile up. Yes, that's basically what the film is, if you want to say that. Now, when you look at this plot and if you saw the trailer, you believe that this movie is your typical 80s throwback slasher. It has all the elements of any slasher films that had mixed in with heavy metal. You got three young, hot girls that go to a metal concert. They meet up with three metalheads, dudes, and then when they head back to a country house for an after party, all the while we learn in the background that a string of satanic murders are occurring in the area. And again, it's something that we see before in typical horror movies, slashers in the 80s. Some have the heavy metal, or they actually might have satanics in it. You might as well say that The Gate and The Gate 2 has that element in there, even though it's not really a slasher film, but it has those elements in there. And yes, and while this is set up nicely, and despite the small twist that occurs, I believe the film fails to capture anything good about those slasher movies. Now, we do get some decent acting from Alexandra Daddario and Maddie Hanson and Amy Farnsworth as well, but it seems like screenwriter Alan Trezia couldn't follow through on what he was trying to create here. What started out as a pretty good horror movie simply falls flat. It's a missed opportunity, what could have been a nice throwback to any slasher mixed with heavy metal music. Yes, because we have some decent music, got some decent acting, and like I said, a decent setup, but for somewhere after the first act, when we get to the first half of the movie's over, when we get to the second act, it feels as though Alan and the rest of the filmmakers didn't know what they were trying to accomplish here. So while the film starts off good, it sort of falls flat at the end. Now, like I said before, we have a nice setup here as we see Alexis and her girlfriends, Val and Bev, heading out to a heavy metal concert where they meet up with three metal dudes, Mark, Kovacs, and Ivan. They then head back to Alex's place, and that's where things get a bit twisted, and I do mean twisted. Now, director Mark Myers, who gave us My Friend Dahmer, now I haven't seen that one. I had some mixed reviews about it. Some said it was good, some say it was not. But he does a nice directing job here at times. Now, at the beginning of the film, I like how he takes his time with the setup. He doesn't rush into anything here. He allows the audience to see and know the girls, especially how wild they are. I even like how they encountered the dudes here. It's a nice setup. It's a nice beginning. It might be a little slow paced for some people, but I liked the fact he didn't rush into anything. Everything is nicely set up. It's a nice setup here. I thought the pacing was good at times. I thought the cinematography was good at times. We have the setup at the concert, and then we get to the house. I thought everything was filmed nicely, and I thought that Mike Myers did a pretty good job at times with his direction of the movie. Now, even when the twist happens, though it's very predictable, I saw this coming a mile away, I thought it was interesting since it's a different take of this type of slasher. My problem is what happened after the twist occurs and is revealed. Now, first off, there is no real tension or suspense, and there is no atmosphere to make this movie scary or suspenseful, but I don't know if that was done on purpose or not, because one of the problems I have with the direction of the film is that the film doesn't seem to know what tone is looking for it. I don't know if they know whether to take this itself seriously or not. There is no real tone in this movie. It doesn't know if it's supposed to be a scary movie or it's supposed to be a horror comedy because there's some comedic elements in the film, especially when we get after the twist. Those who are seeing the film know what I'm talking about here, but I don't know if they were trying to take this seriously or not. That's the one of the problems. It doesn't know what type of tone it's looking for. Now, I mainly blame the script that Alan has created here. As I stated earlier, it seems like he had a pretty good idea for setting up the story, but I don't know don't know what he wanted to do after the twist occurs. It seems like he had a good setup, a good follow through. I'm gonna put this twist in here, but then okay, the twist occurs. I don't know what to do next, and I think that's one of the problems here. Now, one of the main problems are the metalhead guys, as they are the weakest part of the movie. Now, without spoiling anything, they really don't provide anything of substance in the movie. Even after the twist occurs, it seems like Alan only care about the ladies as they are more developed than the guys. It seems that the guys are just there just to be typical metalhead guys, but then nothing more. I don't really blame the actors in this film. I blame Alan's script. It's like they really didn't give them anything much to do. No, Alexandra Daddario is fine as Alexis. She gives Alexis the bad girl from A Good Family vibe, and Alexandra plays it very well. She does a pretty good job in here. It's not the first time we've seen her in this type of roles, and she knows how to play it, and she plays it very well. Maddie Manson is also fine as the very wilder Val. The minute that we see Val when she comes up on screen, we know what type of girl she is, and Maddie does a great job in showing Val's promiscuous behavior. Now, I don't know if that's a front or not, but there's a beginning part of the movie where we see Val, and we know, she's that type of girl. Now, while Amy Farnsworth is good as Bev, it's obvious she's not as wild or crazy as Alexis or Val, and we suspect that there is more going on with her than what we see. Now, obviously, for those who've seen the film, we kind of get a gist about her because there's only like a minute or two we get some little backstory about Bev, but not enough. I was suspecting a little bit more about her because we know that she's not as wild as Alexis or Val. Obviously, she likes heavy metal music because she wouldn't go to a concert if she didn't. But there is something about her that I would like to know more of, but the film doesn't go there. Now, we do get some violence in the movie, but not what I was expecting. I expected a little bit more. Again, I believe that Alan didn't know what to do in the second half of the movie, and this is what we're left with. I mean, we get some blood and we get some kills, but I expected more. And that's a shame because this could have been a decent throwback slasher film from the 80s. Hey, like I said earlier, it's set in the 80s, in a Midwestern town, too. However, despite the decent setup, some nice direction at times, and some good acting from the ladies, this film fails to capture on those excellent slasher movies that mix heavy metal back that we enjoyed before. It's a sad opportunity. It's not a bad movie. I've seen worse movies than this. It's just a missed opportunity. You really could have had something there, but, what are you going to do? So, I'm going to give We Summon the Darkness only 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. It's only going to get 2 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Like I said before, halfway decent, halfway flat. Had some potential in there if they would have did a better job in writing in some direction, change of tone in the direction. Could he have something almost similar to Satanic Panic? That was pretty good. This one was not. Well, that's my review and video for We Summon the Darkness. Have you seen We Summon the Darkness? Did you thought this was a good film, or did it also miss the opportunity like it did with me? Leave your comments down in the comment section below and tell me what you thought about We Summon the Darkness. Also, if you do like this video, please like and share. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put up new videos such as this one as well. Also, all my social media links will be in the description box below. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember, horror rules. Ha ha! I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.
No fair. No fair, no fair.